Hello everyone, this is my analysis for the week of January 24th. I'll be covering every pair against the Swiss franc today, and I hope to get through as many as I can. Hopefully the video is not too long. If you want to see the strategy that I use and the rationale behind what my approach is, I encourage you to check out some of my other videos that talk about it. So you get a sense of where I'm coming from as I give my analysis. We've got the Australian Swiss franc right now is still on an upward trend. We do, though, have currently a bar that has closed below my exponential moving average, and it is showing a strength in the bears. We're seeing the volume breakout as well above the explosion line, or the breakout line as I call it. And so we are technically kind of in a limbo at the moment for this one. When it comes on to the daily chart, obviously if you're doing something on a smaller time frame, there's some opportunities that can arise. Let's just see where we're at here. Nothing right now on the smaller time frame, that's the 75. But the daily time frame, this is the first time that it is going against the trend with that breakout and against the cloud. So we don't enter the market here, so we have to wait until we see a confirmation of another sort. Usually in instances like this, it's a retest and then going down again. Or the other option is that when it actually gets close to the cloud, we will reevaluate the volume at that time. Again, that's for the daily chart. Going to the 195, we had that breakout right here on the 195. And that was a nice, that was actually pretty healthy with the breakout of volume there on right after the sell confirmation from Lux. Okay, so right on top of a strong confirmation from Lux, we've got that going down, and it is a double confirmation. So we went against the cloud here, came back up. That's our retest. We did not deny the previous high, and then this breakout of volume here would have been a great start. We are how many candles into it? We're 10 bars into this trend on the 195, so it is not a good time to enter. Again, I do believe we're going to see another retest, especially since the daily is calling for it. And so we just wait for the Australian against the Swiss franc. Let's move on to the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. Where is my Canadian Swiss? I think it might be in here. Yep, there it is. All right, so the daily definitely has a lot of volatility right now. So just being in a major, this is a lot of whipsaw action. It's tough to get a good placement in this area. Well, this kind of weirdness, right? There's a breakout. Here's another breakout that would have turned out, but 480. It's a bit of a drawdown. Now it's definitely drawing down. We've got a strength in the bears. We do have the breakout on the volume as well. So it's possible that this is an entry, but being against the cloud, I believe, the cloud is so thin. I would just say that, for me anyway, I would want to see a better confirmation of what's happening. The previous high did get beat. I wouldn't be going against this right now, just because we've got a pretty significant trend, right? Now I don't trade off of trend lines, but there are trend lines that are important to just have a visual of. I'm looking more for the confirmations of lines being crossed and that kind of thing. And that right now is kind of an undecided, the Canadian Swiss franc. Let's go to a smaller time frame here, see how things are. We do have a nice entry on this one here. So this could be the indication that we are going downwards. Obviously it's too late to enter this trend here, so be mindful of that. Wait for something to confirm or retest. 6 is better on this time frame, and it automatically this time frame is actually looking pretty sweet as far as trends go. The breakout was right here on top, right on top of that sell from Lux, and I don't even have it optimized. That's a beautiful entry with great, like hardly any drawdown, and you've got a 5 to 1 almost there, 4 to 1 for sure. We're looking for a recrossing and then possibly a breakout back down below again. Being this far down the cloud, I would venture a guess that this is going to be a reversal. Okay, so next let's go to, that's Canadian. Let's go, well, Swiss franc. I don't know, let's do Swiss euro. Looks to me like on the daily we got a lot of whipsaw action again. Tough to get a good handle on this kind of thing. Yeah, major consolidation on the daily. You know, this has been going on for a while as well. You know, from here all the way. So we got to see this break outside of this box before we make any choices on anything really. You know, I have a suspicion that it's going to go down, and the reason I say that is because these highs here, they did not break out above this high or this one. So, you know, the lows are getting higher though, so you know, this is just a great big long consolidation all the way since June basically. You know, so that is what it is. There were some opportunities that were marginal, like there, that's a breakout of volume 393. Yeah, you would have got some profit on that move, but I mean, this one here is the breakout, but you'd still be waiting and you'd have drawdown. Yeah, too much drawdown for my liking, and you wouldn't have so you wouldn't have even gotten a take profit 1 on this trade if you follow my method of trading. And if you're trading the smaller time frame though, let's check it out. So yeah, see, there's some opportunities here for sure. Oh, let's just get this colored right. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that was not the breakout. There it is right there, which is fine. That's not technically against the cloud, so that is an entry, and that would have served you quite well. Now we've got a breakout here, which ended up being okay. Again, I don't have my settings optimized on Lux. I'm just looking at the crossing and the volume. I encourage people to take the time to find those right confirmations. But I know that with some nice dialing in, I probably would be able to move this buy confirmation over one candle to where that is. Now you'd be still waiting for this trade, but it's not a bad trade. There is some consolidation happening now that we would not have seen going into the trade. So if you're looking at entering right now on the 195 minute, I would say no, wait until you break out of this. And then if you're trading in the daily, wait till you break out of the daily. Okay, so that's the Euro Swiss franc. Let's go to Euro pound Swiss franc. All right, so we've got a high here that has been denied a couple of times. In fact, several times. And so, you know, we gotta be mindful of that. Lows are rising. Again, I don't trade off of that, but it's just good to see a visual of what's happening. A lot of volume breakouts on the bullish side, not a lot of breakouts on the bearish. Back here there were, and that was your opportunity. Yeah, right there. That's a beautiful opportunity actually. 976, so you'd be at about yep. So that's an opportunity right there. About 3 to 1. And then I don't believe there was another one. No, I wouldn't have taken any of these. There is this strong, maybe I would have taken that. I don't think my drawdown would have been too bad. It would have been a little nerve-wracking. But again, you know, going up against this high that's being denied a lot, I hesitate to take anything on this one. Technically, this could be a consolidation from, well, for sure from here. So yeah, we might be in some consolidation on the pound Swiss right now. Yep, that is consolidation on the daily. Let's go check out the 195. And we'll see what kind of, as we see here. So here's a breakout, that was an opportunity. So we've got some trending happening actually. It isn't technically, this is not a consolidation on the 195. So you could take that one. Look for an opportunity where we've got a breakout of volume. Right now we've got a higher low here and just crossed, but we don't have the breakout of volume. We do have strength. We don't have the breakout of volume, nor do we have the trend confirmed from Lux. Right now, actually, it's I think that's a strong confirmation. My candlestick's not working properly here. Yeah, they should be good. Everything's been strong, it seems. Yeah, so they're definitely look for that volume breakout. Whatever the volume breaks out next, I would say is a good opportunity, unless it's against the cloud. Wait, this could be a retest actually. We're in the cloud, we went outside of the bottom of the cloud. This could be retesting the cloud, you know, because we did have the volume breakout right here going downward. So this could be that, and that would be the first one against the cloud that we wouldn't take, would be waiting for that retest. So yeah, guys, like this is all about waiting for that confirmation. It could go either way. It could go up or down, but we're waiting to see what the volume does to let us know what the trend is going to be. You know, there's no confirmation. There is strength in the bulls, but that's just because of this, right? That's not my final clincher. My final confirmation is that volume. So yeah, I'm not going anywhere until I see that volume give me an indication of what we're breaking out with. So that's the 195 on that one. So that's the pound. Let's go to the yen. This is the 195. Lots of whiplash there in this one. I'm just going to go to the daily here and just put the defaults in. So here's our volume breakout going up here. We've got the volume breakout. Oh, there's this again. We've got the volume breakout here. That turned out. Volume breakout there. That was weak. But that's, you know, that's technically going against this new trend, right? So we might not have taken that one at all. It's pretty weak. We've got you would have made it. Like you would have made it for sure. Let's see here, 8.15. Yeah, you might have did okay with it. It's not the best trade. That's the thing with these breakouts. You got to take into consideration what your actual trend is, right? So that is a buy confirmation, but with this new low, that's not something that I would go with. Here's a breakout going downwards. 693, that's nasty drawdown there. Yeah, so that might have been a loss. This is also ranging in this area here. Here's our breakout confirmation going up. I don't have Lux beautifully set, so that's a trade. So we're not in a major consolidation. Well, no, maybe we are. Look at this, guys. Yep, that's consolidation right there. So we have to break out of that box in order for us to look for an opportunity. So we'll just run to the 195 here real quick and see what we can see. This is not consolidating, and the reason why I say it's not consolidating is because the length of the trend is so much greater than the ATR. So if the trends are staying too close to the ATR, then you're not going to get any money out of it. In fact, you're going to get murdered. So there's our breakout of volume right there, and then that turned into a great, actually really nice, yeah, really nice opportunity there, 3-1 almost. Waiting for that confirmation to go down possibly here. You know, this is a high, but who knows? Wait for the confirmation. You know, there's these analysis that I'm giving, the whole purpose of them is to give you an idea of what the market could do. There's no way anybody can tell you what it will do for sure. There's likelihoods, but that's about it. On to the New Zealand. Perfect. Let's go check out this daily. This is looking a little bit more promising. Yep, so we've got nice upward trend still. This is a breakout downwards. This is a breakout downwards, but it's the first one against the cloud in quite a while. And so we would not be going against this. It's definitely the first one. It would be the first one going against this particular trend. So we would not be going against this, would be wanting to see, oh, actually this daily candle here broke out. Check it out, guys. This could be a great weekly trade. Confirmation shows that, well, these are way off. So we've got a confirmation here, but that's that's the first one after the new high. That's the first one going against the clouds. We don't take that. Here's the retest, and then we've crossed back down below that EMA, which is a little bit sharp. So the EMA is now been crossed. We've got strength in the bears. No, we don't have strength in the bears yet, but we do have that volume breakout. So be mindful that in a few days there is a fundamental coming out for the Swiss franc. But I mean, that's once you have the strength in the bears, that's a pretty good that's a good indication that we've got a downward trend starting. Something that can even be traded. You know, the last time that happened, nope, that would have been the first one. Yeah, this is interesting. I'd be wanting that strength. That strength not being present in the bears could mean that this is not what I think it is. This high is new. This low here got met with this low. So we might not be going anywhere, and that's why we don't have the strength in the bulls. Strength in the bulls would indicate that we are, in fact, in a good time to go down. You know, the fact that this low did not get broken and this high is higher than the previous. We'll see what happens. It's exciting. I just love that. I just love the fact that we don't know what's going to happen and we need to wait for the confirmation. Okay, next we've got then 195. You know, we had opportunities here, so we are not trending. Yep. And so on. This one here is the breaking below with a breakout. Nope, that is not a breakout because it was not inside the dead zone prior. So yeah, we got to wait a little bit on the 195. I'm thinking probably by you know, for those of us in North America, Sunday evening, check this out. You know, see what's going on, or give yourself that alert when the volume breaks above the breakout line, or like if you have a crossing of either one of those lines, that would be advantageous. Okay, let's move on. We've got several done. Can't think of any other major, well, US, I guess. Okay, so we are right now in a consolidation, it seems. Maybe not. No, we've just got, well, yeah, I would say this is a consolidation. We are seeing it start right here and here, because this high got denied. So And going downwards, we actually have, you know, no volume to indicate that this is actually going down. So this is, this is where we're at on the, oh, that's a 30-minute. Let's go check out the daily. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Still, consolidation zone forming. It hasn't been confirmed. This consolidation zone has not been confirmed, but it's possible because this high got denied. But that high being denied, we could be watching for the volume breakout going downwards. We've got strength in the bears. We've got even the DD index is showing us the crossing of the line, so we've got a downward trend there, but we don't have the volume for that extra confirmation. If we don't have the volume to support that trend, well, it's a risky business going in. But everything else looks pretty nice. The high being denied is kind of like your, okay, so we are looking like it could go down. Again, I don't base everything off of that. I wait for the confirmation from my other indicators. I don't, my price action is not an indicator to me. So that's that. And let's just quickly take a look at some indices, shall we? Because I know a lot of people ask about them. I'm gonna go on the 15-minute and the 75-minute for the US 30. It's a little bit bright in my office here today, so I don't get to see the screen as nicely as I do when it's overcast and stuff. All right, so here's that's a nice breakout coinciding with that strong, but these settings are definitely not accurate. Not accurate at all. There we go. So we're inside the strong confirmation there. That's a nice trade. And this breakout here was not bad. I believe we would have, let's just see here. ATR is 38. Yeah, you would have had to have a tight one there. But you would have eventually, yeah, you would have got it. You would have got your take profit one on that one. Here's another breakout going down, but we are 4 candles in. This could be an entry just because of the large amount of volume that's supporting this, and the volume is not darkening. It did here, but that's just the pullback, right? So it doesn't look too bad at all. Oscillator's nice and high as well. Volatility's there. On the 15-minute, you know, I'd be watching for, it's a great entry there, maybe on the 5-minute or the 1-minute if you wanted. All right, so going up to the 75, there's our breakout there. Yep, that's the breakout right there. And because this is the first one, but it's the first one after the upward trend. That's the first one against the clouds. We don't take that. We can take the second though safely. And that was a beautiful trade. Here we have the breakout going up on the buy confirmation from Lux, but that definitely reversed right away. So I didn't trade this. This week I hardly traded at all because of the election and the fiasco that the Americans have as a democracy is rather a joke, but the banks love to manipulate that stuff. So I didn't take anything, but I probably would have taken this one on the buy. No, I'm going to say that would be technically against the cloud just because this cloud is pinching off. This is a new trend. So yeah, this confirmation, no, that's not even a confirmation here. This is a nice big bearish candle crossing down, but it was not in a dead zone prior, so it's not an entry. And it might be. That might be a continuation. In which case, I'd still need to see one more confirmation, maybe either from Lux or something else. But yeah, that concludes the analysis for the week of January 24th. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or if I missed something that you are particularly interested in, shoot me a line. I have no problem making sure that people's requests for analysis or back tests or whatever else is taken care That's why we're in this community together, to help each other out. So thank you. Have a good week. Let's go get it.